beautiful people, elders, and my brothers, brethren. I thank you all. I thank you all for honoring this Zoom program, Zoom meeting, actually, titled The Igbo Affairs, the Zoom edition. I think it's part 1, yes. Okay, first of all, my name is Chukwemeka Ndokaku. I hail from Imo State, Mbitoli local government area. And I'm a passionate person. I'm a passionate Igbo man. And by the grace of God, what I'm doing actually with the Unified Igbo is, I think it's a destiny. It's a destined thing for me to start up and try my best to wake our brothers up and leave the rest for God. Just do my best. All right. First of all, starting from, I want us to introduce ourselves, introduce where we are anchoring from. All right. Starting from Mazuke.
Yeah, good evening, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chief Ukebu, and I hail from Ibere in Bende local government area of Abia State. So they used to call us Ndobo, and then we are formerly in Bende division of the East Central State of Nigeria. So I'm in the United States, precisely in Maryland.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, over to you, Mr. Uji. Introduce yourself and also where you based.
I saw that now. My name did not even appear. I saw what appeared. It's iPhone.
Yes.
Maybe I didn't have my name. That was my mistake. So my name is I'm Malaki Smibo. You know.
All right. Go ahead.
Humble John Uji. More based here in Switzerland, Zurich.
Okay.
And, I don't have much to say. It's okay like that. So we'll get to the topic.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All my life, you know, a bit of too much long in that thing. I don't know what, you know.
Okay.
But I still have it in my mind.
All right. Thank you. Welcome to the show. All right, Mr. Aneke.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen from here. My name's Ogoke Gavin Neke. I'm from Imo State. Isi Alamba, no precisely, you know. So I just want to thank you for this, you know, for making this possible for us to be here today. And I must commend you for what you are doing. And I saw that, I appreciate it, and I say I must follow you, and I do share your programs. So that's why I have to make a time to, you know, to accept your invitation, you know. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Germany, Munich precisely.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, gentlemen. Well, this is the first edition, the Igbo Affairs, where we discuss about the unification of Igbos across Nigeria and beyond. All right. Without wasting much of your time, we will go straight to our. I have highlighted some questions, about 5 raw questions that I will be asking you here. We will still take it in the sequence that we introduce ourselves. All right. Number one, there's been a growing number of young Igbo youths calling for the unification of all Igbos in and outside Southeast. What is your opinion about this? All right.
Is the question for me?
Yes, I mean, you start off.
Okay. My opinion is it's a good thing, because it is a good thing for anybody to recognize whoever his brother or sister relative is. And it's also a good thing for people of the same origin to interact and do things together. So if anybody is calling for reunification of Igbo, that person is doing the right thing. So the question is mostly should just be how, and who are these people that needs to be reunited, and how can we do that? But I think, in my opinion, it is a good thing to unify the Igbo race, because every race in this world, they try to stick together and they try to do things together and, take advantage of their numbers. So that's my view.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being that brief. All right. Mr. Uchi, over to you.
Okay. My brother, the time I saw this your program, I was so interested, and I keep telling my friends that this is what the organizers supposed to be doing by unifying the Igbos all over, but they failed to do that. And then when I watch your program, about this Igbos in the River State who are said they're not Igbo and from Delta State, I live here in Switzerland. At least I met up to 3 or 4 Igbos who speak Igbo, have Igbo language, and they tell me they're not Igbo. This one is just direct. This one is not hearsay. They told me that I'm not Igbo, and they bear Igbo name. I was just shocked. I couldn't believe it. So when I was watching this one from the River State, the one that you do one time in River State, and those people they say we are not Igbo. They were from what is Echie. You ask him what is the language you speak. He said, I speak my language is like Igbo, but it's not Igbo. My language is Echie. He went also to Amok, and they say that my language is Amok, it's not Igbo, and they speak the same Igbo language. It is very, very, very heartbreaking, when you see your brother deny his own tribe, his own identity, But as I grow up, I begin to find out about the Igbos and all the things that play after the war, and many people tell me that all this denial of the tribe of the origin is everything started after the war. So for us, the Igbo in the heartland, these people we need to educate them more. It's not something that we need to use to force. We need to educate them more to know that we are one. I think if we do a very good job, they will understand. Even right now, I can see that some of them, especially from Delta State, they start coming back to their senses. They are really Igbos. So we need to follow them softly. this is the brainwash for decades of time. That's all I have to say now.
Okay. All right. Mr. Neke, what is your opinion? There is a growing call for unification of Igbos.
Once again, I want to thank you once again because for what you are doing. You're on the regs, you are doing the thing already. So what I should say that it's supposed to ask them sometimes, okay, before the creation of Nigeria or before the Biafran War, where we are there.
What I asked, what is your opinion that, I mean, so many youths are now calling that let us unite, let us find a way to unite. So what is your opinion about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm on it because I think what you are doing, you're on it. My opinion is what you are doing. Try to let them know because those people who've been brainwashed for a long time, you are not Igbo, you are not Igbo this, but somebody said that somebody will see him and tell him that he's Igbo, but him is telling himself that he's not an Igbo person. One incident happened here in where I am. Somebody said he's not an Igbo, he speaks Igbo, he has an Igbo name, so he's not an Igbo. So he tried to discriminate himself from us. So something happened in that place in a church. Now he came back and tell us that he's Igbo. He started communicating with us. So my own suggestion is that keep on trying. We keep on trying. Try to bring them back. Try to let them know, bro, we are together. We cannot be bearing an Igbo name, and we still have the same position. We say you are not Igbo. So we keep on telling them, following them up gradually. Still like I do it here. When I see Igbo people, I speak Igbo, with them. They be speaking Igbo, I say I hear. My good friend here is from Igbo. First time we met here, so we were living together with other tribes. So he want to talk to me in Igbo. So, but Igbo then I wasn't good hearing what he do say. But he do hear me. He say one what I'm Igbo, but I find it difficult to follow with him. Then I have to calm down, you know, to his own level, and I understand that what he's speaking is Igbo, but in different dialects. So today we use Igbo to communicate. So my own opinion is that we keep on try to let them know we are one and we belong together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Neke. Okay, the second question is it possible to unify Igbos? Is it possible to unify Igbos? And what are the best strategies you can suggest? Is it possible to unify the whole Igbos to actually be proud and answer one people under one umbrella, Igbo? So what are your strategies? What strategies do you feel that can be used in order to get this job done? All right, starting from you, Chief Ukemu.
Absolutely. It is possible to unify all the Igbos. It is doable. As a matter of fact, it is happening as we are discussing. A lot of people you spoke to earlier from these other communities who happens to be either in River State or in Delta State or any other state where there are Igbos that are located, probably Benue and Cross River and rivers. Before a certain period of time, they all knew that they were Igbos. It was just because of political expediency, you know, things that happened that now made them to say, okay, now let me separate myself. And also there was also a deliberate attempt to cut down the population of the Igbos. And that was why even during the creation of states, you know, the states that were supposed to go to Imo State, or the communities that were supposed to go to Imo State or Abia State or Anambra State, as the case might be, were carved into another state, thereby giving that opportunity for them to, you know, to start saying, okay, I'm no longer here, I am there. As a matter of fact, one of your guests said that he's now in River State, you know, things like that. So it is very, very possible. Now, you talked about strategies. One of the strategies is to continue to reach out, which is one of the things you are doing now. You are reaching out to these communities, but this is not a work of one person. It is a work that has to continue by groups of people, states and across state lines. So you are reaching out to them, you know, extending hands of friendship. So another strategy will be, you know, holding consultations. When you reach out to somebody, like you spoke to one chief from, I think from, what is it called? Opopo,
Asaba.
something like that.
Okay,
You spoke to one chief from Opopo, and who actually said that his maternal grandparents are from Umuahia, stuff like that. So there is nothing that stops people from Umuahia to go there and welcome them, invite them to occasions and things like that. So make continuous consultation. And then inviting them to Igbo cultural programs, you know, just basically carrying them along. You know, you're talking about strategies to use. Another strategy would just be promoting the language. You know, our language, Igbo language, is definitely under attack. Exactly. We recognize that there are different dialects regarding Igbo, but a dialect is not a different language. A dialect is just a subset of the main language. So we should do a better job in promoting Igbo language. Not just Igbo language, other Igbo cultures, because all this while we've been mentioning somebody speaks Igbo, but he's saying it's not Igbo. How about other cultures and traditions that they imbibe and they practice? Masquerade, marriage ceremony, things like that. A lot, food, clothing, dressing. So these are major things. So, but let me pause for now to let other people contribute their opinion. Then I may add more.
Okay. All right. Over to you, Mazi Iwuji from Switzerland.
Okay, I'm on. Okay. You know, as my brother just said right now, there's one story I told you before about the this thing I saw it on YouTube in 2004.
The Igbos in Haiti.
Yeah, this is one ceremony they do in Haiti every year. They call it Ibolele. You know, so because that Ibolele, it sounds like Igbo, so I'm interested to know what that means. So I go to Google what that Ibolele means. That Ibolele means that they are Igbos who are taken slave this is more than 200 years ago in Haiti. So for them to remember where they come from, they say they are Igbo from LL, which is now River State. Which now, if you go tomorrow now, maybe a month from LL will say I'm not Igbo, I'm a River man, I'm another Delta. So as my brother said before, we need a lot of work to do. We need a lot of work to do. This is the work of, as I said before, of Ohaneze. This is supposed to be their job. But because of their political ambition, what they want to get from Nigeria, they stick only on that 5 states. And there's one thing I want to say again. There was a time I was also living in the north. You know, I see a lot of people who are from Benue. They answer Igbo name, but when I ask them, say where are they from, they will say they're from Benue. So me, I was thinking that maybe these are the Igbos maybe from Anambra or Enugu. They go to Benue. That was what I was thinking. But when Nnamdi Kanu begin to discuss us, when I begin to listen to Nnamdi Kanu, you know, about the unification of the Igbos, then it's not that I begin to realize that those people who are from Benue who answer Igbo name, they're Igbos, and today they're still there.
Okay, so please, what are your strategies? What strategy would you advise that we can, at least the little that we are doing, you know, if it requires, no matter how big it is, you can still say it here. It might not be Namen TV. I mean, maybe from people that are hearing, that wants to support, that wants to really start up their own unification process. You understand? The unification process might not be under one umbrella. What we are doing is a revolution. So what are the strategies that you can advise right here that can be implemented in order to unify Igbos?
As I said earlier, the best strategy we have to use, you know, is to keep pushing, keep telling them that we are one. That's all we have to do. We have to keep pushing, keep telling them that we are one people. That's all we can do. No, we can't do more than that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Mr. Uji. Hello, Mazineke.
Yeah.
All right. Over to you now. Is it possible to unify Igbos? What are the best strategies?
Yeah, it is. Number one is that, you know, in all over the world, Igbos, we have what they call Igbo meeting, right? Yes. So the thing is that, you know, we know most of them here. We attend the same church, you know, the same program, naming ceremony and other things. So the thing is that the Igbo chairman here or anywhere they are should be inviting them to Igbo meeting. Brother, we have Igbo meeting, you're an Igbo man. At least when you try to tell them 2-3 times or have a delegation to be visiting them, brother, come, we are one. Let's come and join us in Igbo meeting. Do you understand? That one is another one for those living in abroad. Number 2 is that Ohaneze Ndigbo is not trying. Do you understand? Yes. Number 2, Ohaneze Ndigbo was supposed to go these places and invite them, most of them for them to join Ohaneze Ndigbo. I don't know whether some of them are, you know, is there with them. And again, like Mr. As Ofebu, something like Okebu, didn't say something here that Ohaneze Ndigbo is not trying. They're supposed to be inviting those people in any Igbo program. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever yes. Igbo hosts programs, they're supposed to invite them. Although there are many. If you check the population of those people now that is not in Biafra, in Igbo mainland, they should be up to 20 million or 30 million. So we have to bring out a delegation from Igbo land to go and meet them and try to convince them, brother, we are one. Before creation of Nigeria, we are this. Before creation of River State or Benue or Kogi State, we were Igbo. We were together. So that's another thing. And again, it's to Ohaneze Ndigbo again. That's what I'm saying. need to do what? Visit those people and call them. It's very, very necessary, and it's very, very important. And this thing will work to show them and to embrace them, show them love. Bro, we are one. I know things have happened. One person said in your program that Igbos did what, I don't know, I can't remember, that he's still feeling that guilty or that pain that he had, that Igbo people do this thing to them. Do you understand? So what we need is reconciliation with them and call them in order, brothers, we are one. Come, let's join together and move forward so that things will be okay for us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Neke. All right, okay, Chief Ukebu, do you have any addendum to on what you said previously? Because you said it was like you had some information you want to see.
Yes, they mentioned it. You know, like Ohaneze is a socio-cultural Igbo organization, you know, well known. So they should play leadership role in making these things, because that's what the consultations I mentioned is all about. So if, for example, the current delegation from Ohaneze and Igbo goes to meet people in let's say Opobo, it's a different ball game than when you went there just by yourself, asking them a question. If like Abia State government, for example, goes to meet River State governor, you know, or at least create program that brings these people out, maybe a massive Igbo day in places like River State, Port Harcourt, and stuff like that, promoting the culture. You see, this is how they you know, they come back, and they also have their own concerns. So if you listen to them, you will hear some of the concerns. Some of them they write it and post it on social media. Some of them they say it. Some of them they mention as you know, part of the effect of the Civil War. Part of it was a deliberate attempt, you know, just to divide and rule, to create, you know, some of these states out of an existing Igbo state and push some communities out. So those are some of the things that has to be done, but it's not a one-day activity. It is a continuous process.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Chief. Let's go over to the next. I have here, you know, a lot of people from, I mean, when you read the comment section of Namen TV page, you will be hearing stuff like some people saying, leave these people, don't beg them. Like a lot of especially Igbo people say, don't beg them, don't try to persuade them, leave them there. We can move on without them. And a lot are willing to have them back. What do you feel about this? Is this a good one? Should we buy this idea, leave the people that does not want to be regarded as Igbo, the people that does not want to identify, I mean, with the Igbo people? Should we just leave them there, or should we keep on doing this? What is your opinion?
It's a little bit funny. If somebody is supporting, let's say, supporting reunification of the Igbo tribe across the world, that person will equally support carrying every Igbo person along. But there's also another area that is involved when people say, leave them, we can move on without them, stuff like that. These are just opinions that are floating out there. But you cannot leave part of yourself. Naturally, it doesn't happen. Politically, it may. And also, since a place like Nigeria, where the Igbo tribe is mostly located, is practicing democracy, there's also this thing that is called referendum. If you can hold a referendum in these places and ask them what the people decide, so be it. Just like those who are advocating for Biafra, they just say, let's just hold a referendum. They said, we don't want to fight. We are not out for fight, but we need democracy. You know, because of democracy, let us just hold a vote and decide whether we are staying in the country or not. So these are opinions, but referendum is a democratic process. Nobody should be should be against it. However, if you keep letting, you know, reaching out to the people you know that they are Igbos, I believe many of them will come back. I heard one story, you know, in your various programs, a gentleman from Ikwere, he said as far as he's concerned, he's Igbo. But
Yes.
in Ikwere, not everyone agrees with that.
Exactly.
At least not publicly. You see, they know in their mind what they are, but what they profess publicly is completely different. And in a lot of cases, they do it for political purposes.
Exactly.
You
There's
see,
someone from Okwani told us that.
yes, so that's the thing. So in as much as you cannot force somebody to do things, it's certain things, but you can at least try and persuade them. While you're trying, if the person insists on staying where they are, well, so be it. But you have to try.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my chief. All right, Mazi Uji.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be needing your opinion on this.
No, about what okay, we just right now, you know, it said that when we hold a referendum, then everybody they will decide whether they want to. They said they want to join Igbo or not. I could remember there was some the Kano said on his program that when they hold referendum, those Igbo in the Igbo speaking group in the so-called Niger Delta, you know, if they hold referendum, if they say they're not Igbo, say they're not Igbo, say that means that one is end for final. We don't do that anymore. But me, I believe that if we keep on, you know, educating them, keep on coming close to them, they will come back. And I'm sure that many of them are coming back right now. Many of them are coming back. They will come back.
Yes, exactly.
Come back.
Many are coming. Okay, thank you. Mr. Neke.
Yeah, like Mr. Kebu said, you know, sometimes it's very, very annoying when you hear somebody answering Igbo and speaking Igbo, you know, say that it's not an Igbo person. I was watching your program with somebody. The person don't even want to, you know, the person became angry. The person don't want to even hear. Is this person, you know what I mean? What do you mean? Speaking Igbo, you have an Igbo name and your parents the same thing, not an even Urobo name or Yoruba name, pure Igbo name, and you are speaking Igbo. And you are trying well to ask them, what do you say? Yeah, call this, and they will call. And it's the same thing with Igbo. Do you understand? So we don't need to, you know, leave them. We need to carry them along. You know, your cousin that you are bearing the same name with, you people might have the problem, and you try to do what? Reconcile with him or her. So the thing is that we keep on trying to let them know, because this thing is up, it has been long, like 70, 80 years. You understand? Or 60 after the Biafran War, those things started happening. So it's something that we need to bring this generation, you know, tell them, bro, we are one, see what happened, and we need to research, try to get the many information, you know, to show them, brother, you were this, you were this. So after this, Biafran War, this happened. This is where the problem started. So we still need many, you know, many work jobs to do to try to talk to them, you know, like what you are doing. And if our people, our Hanez and all those those people can still help you, only you cannot do this thing. Do you understand? So we still need to deep in there, try to let them know that we are one. That is what I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. All right, we have this, you know, while we are talking about unification, you know, like when I went to Owash, when I went to Aniocha South, the gentleman that I met, I mean, he became emotional. You know, not just there. There are places that I've been. They wouldn't want to be filmed, but they told me a lot of things. You understand? Which I try to play with them. Okay, say this thing into cameras so that the world can hear. He said no. You know, I've met people like that. But what the concerns about these people is about how the. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't in that generation, and I cannot tell what happened. Was it during the war, the Biafran war, or was it maybe sometime before the war? You know, that the mainland Igbos, maybe was there a kind of way of life they were living then that discriminates people that are not from a particular place? You know, because I heard some people saying you are not really Igbo, you are really Igbo, something like that. So I want to ask, what could be the reason why most of these people in the riverine, outside Southeast, in fact, these Igbos that are in Southeast, what could be the reason why they don't want to be associated with the Igbos? What could be the reason? And when you know, have you heard something about maybe how they were treated? Starting from you, Chief.
The reason is very simple. It's political. The reason is very simple, and it is political. Political reason. Just in case most of us don't know, there is the minority politics is also profitable to some people. Minority politics and majority politics. Majority politics is profitable to some people. Minority politics is also profitable to some people. So the whole thing is all about politics. And there are evidence. You can research it if you want. Deliberate attempt to move some Igbo states into non-Igbo. For example, the current Delta state was part of, I think, Midwestern Nigeria. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whoever that has the data can say so later on.
Say that again. Say that
again. So now, if I said the current Delta state,
yes,
was Bendel, former Bendel.
Yes, so former was put into Bendel, and then when they put into Bendel, they included places like Kasaba, Ogwashuku, something like that. You understand?
Yes.
That
yes.
time they placed these people into Bendel. That's a deliberate attempt to reduce Igbo population, because there was East Central State then, which they could have still be part of. The same thing happened in River State, probably 1967. I don't quote me on the exact date when River State was created. You understand? If you go to River State right now, Obibo, Omo Masi, Umo Koro, Umu Krusi, Omo, children. In Igbo, Omo means children of. But after a while, they deliberately change it, you know, just putting R on it. Rumo, you know, Rumo Koro, Rumo Masi, Rumo Krushi, Rumo this, Rumo. It was Omo, and they know it. So it's political. But also, during the war, the Biafran army, led by Ojukwu, that wanted to protect the southern side, they also moved, you know, from wherever their headquarters was located, probably Umuahia or Aba or Enugu, wherever. They now also moved south to occupy those places. They also kept moving to, you know, to the western side so that they will gain control. So some of those things that happened during the war also happened. And it could be the reason why some people are saying they don't want to be associated anymore. But right now, everything is politics. It is politics.
Okay. Talking about the military occupation, definitely, you know, military operations, there could be abuses. I mean, human rights abuses and stuff like that. So are you saying that somehow there were some high or gross human rights abuses by the Biafran soldiers when they are trying to.
Not just Biafran soldiers, even the Nigerian soldiers, when they invaded the Igbo-speaking area or the Biafran zone, as at that time, they engaged in a lot of atrocities against the places that they occupied. These things are on record that it happened. So I'm not ruling out that there was any abuse by the military that occupied those places as at that time. I cannot rush it because it definitely happened, this type of confrontation.
Okay,
but that's
thank you,
not also a reason for one to deny your tribe.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Chief. All right, Mazi Iwuji. All right, over to you.
Now, about this story of the Biafra war, that that Biafra committed atrocities on the people from that area. This story is not true. Like during the time they said that the Igbos killed Adakaboro. Igbos never killed Adakaboro. We later hear the true story about how Adakaboro was killed. About what do you call his name? What's the name? Adabakoro. What's the name of that guy?
Adakaboro.
Adakaboro. Yeah, later it was revealed that it was killed by Nigerians. So my brother, you see all this story about the war, about what the Igbo do, this why they deny Igbo. You said it before that the reason why some of them are denied to Igbo is their political gain. Because now we the Igbos, we are not in the limelight of the Nigerian politics, and then nobody wants to associate himself, with somebody who is not who is a bit that is losing, who is not on top. So that's why they many of them they keep claiming they're not Igbo. But anyway, I know that some of them they still know they're Igbo. They still know that they're Igbo. But because of the political gain, they deny Igbo. Just like we can come openly and say that I'm not Igbo, and he speak Igbo, and everything is Igbo. So the story about the war, about what the Biafra do, those stories they are not true. They are not true at all. They are not true.
Are you okay? One thing I appreciate about the kind of information that we get on this program. I mean, on the NAMEN Unified Igbo program, is what we bring is facts. When we move around, we don't try to doctor the videos or change information. What we get there is what we publish for posterity's sake, so that one will say, yes, definitely, I got this information from the horse's mouth. So, well, before I digress, Mr. Nike, what is your opinion on the subject?
My opinion, I don't have much information. Actually, I didn't do research. But your program, I think the one you did in the Okwani. Okwani, yeah. Well, a man said something that he had that Igbos, did them so thing during the Biafran war. But
okay, no, that wasn't Okwani. That is Ogwash and Nyacha South.
Okay, but from my own understanding, I found out that these people fought with us against Nigerian government. Mm-hmm. And I never in my life heard that Igbos maltreated them or this or that. No, I think like where Mr. Ukebu rightly said, in Asaba, we heard about Asaba massacre, which even CNN or something documented. I watch it here. So it wasn't done by Biafran soldiers. It was done by the Nigerian military, killed and men and raped, and the video is there, you can see. So I never even hear anything that Igbos betrayed them. Okay, let me ask you a question. Did the same Igbos betray the Igbos in Delta? Do the same, to the Igbos in River State? Do the same to the Igbos in Bayelsa or Amoka, all those things, all those places? That's the question. Do you understand? Like Mr. Kebu rightly said before, this is just like divide and rule and political gangs. For my own understanding, we have never done anything wrong with them. I don't know why this thing is like this, or because of because of the river or something, I don't know. Because he asked a question, we have Ibema or Haji Ibema in Imo State. I think we have another Ibema in River State, right?
Yes.
So before the war, where was those people? What would they say that, okay, the Igbos in Ibema fight with them, then they now came to River State and start having problems with them? No. So I don't know what happened about that, because you can't, Delta State and River State, you can't say we betrayed them or like that. No. Before the war, we are one. After the war, they divided everything. So that's my own,
If I may just jump in briefly, and just for record purposes, Nzogu, who was said to have led the first military coup, is from Delta State.
Delta, for sure.
Obanam.
Yes. So he's from Delta State. So Obanam, now, to be precise. People try to find reason to justify what they are currently doing. That's just the bottom line. And politically speaking, these people also know the major tribes in Nigeria, the Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, that is the big three tribes in Nigeria. The Igbos are currently at a disadvantage politically. So now these other people are finding it more convenient to be more associated, or at least doing what those who are currently in control wants them to do. So, and that is one of the fears that these other major tribes they have, because if it is a tribal conflict, the one who has a greater number will have some advantage somehow, at least.
Exactly.
You understand? So it is easier. It is better for them to for the Igbos to remain disunited. On the other hand, those who they just find reasons to justify. But once there is a military confrontation, and once there are soldiers in a community, you can never vouch for what happened and what did not happen.
Yeah.
You understand?
Truth. Yes.
So that's just a fact. Even in Russian-Ukraine war, as at today, it is being documented how the Russians are behaving in Ukraine, or vice versa. But that's also not a reason why somebody is going to deny his tribe. If it is in the United States, very easy. Everybody undergoes a DNA test. As a matter of fact, for you to be known and officially recognized as a tribal Native American, the real first people who came to the United States, you have to undergo some kind of DNA for them to know you are part of them.
Okay.
So with time, when these technologies are used to identify origin, nobody will tell anybody whether you are. Your blood and DNA sample will reveal who you are.
Okay. All right, Chief. Sorry. I want to cut into this DNA testing for the Igbo people. I've had a discussion with an American-based doctor, scientist, who picked interest in this program. He talked about testing, conducting these tests on the communities in order to put this argument, this dichotomy at rest once and for all. What do you think about this? Is it possible? Can we do this? Can we have a DNA test? How can we go about this?
If the question is for me, I'm saying absolutely.
Yes, I mean, definitely every person will give an opinion about this. It is very, very important because I think we should be putting it in our consciousness now and also in our program to introduce the DNA testing. Once we have good arrangements with this foreign fame in order to start the testing. So let's talk about it. Let's bring it to our consciousness.
Absolutely. DNA is not a new technology, and it's also not going away. It will never go away again. DNA is an accepted technology that is used to determine paternity, when a child is born. Even Americans, the Black Americans, are undergoing DNA and ancestry tracing to determine which part of Africa they come from. So some will end up landing in Nigeria, some will be in Sierra Leone or Ivory Coast or Ghana, stuff like that. So DNA is a known scientific way of identifying who you are. So once you start doing it, you don't need to deny. You just submit your sample. Result will show who you are. And once that happens, you won't have any choice again. So we are just still discussing this thing because we are not implementing that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hello, Mazi Wuji. Do you have anything to talk about this, bringing the DNA strategy into the unification process?
Yeah, about the DNA, it is possible. Say this is, it also costs money and costs time to do, But
Yes.
But this one that you are doing right now, I think this one is is more faster before the DNA come. But then it's also important. But we are doing that by trying to tell them that we are one people. But some of these people, when they watch the video, the way they deny their Igbo identity, they're not Igbo. If you look at them, you see that nothing concrete is coming out from them. Nothing concrete. Some will say, "This is what my father said. This is that I come from." They be giving unnecessary concrete that doesn't blend. Like this man, the one that you interviewed last time in data, where he was saying that their forefather is Ezechima, and the people from River State, they say that their forefather is Ezechima. He come from Benin Kingdom, and this man said that Ezechima is an Igbo. He come from there, it's an Igbo. DNA test is important, but this work we are doing right now, it is more faster and will bring more people back to the light.
Okay. All right, Mr. Mazi Neke. Over to you.
I've thought of that in one of your programs. I thought of this DNA of a thing, but our people back home, lack of electricity and other social amenities. Most of them don't believe in DNA tests, right? Like Mr. Kebu rightly said, I do follow American these things very well. I think they did it in Atlanta, Georgia. We had an Igbo community in Atlanta, Georgia. He stays there, he will know more about that. Where they say 9 Igbo people, Igbo men who refuse to, submit to their slave masters. They jump into the lake or river and died. So they now gave
the Igbo landing.
Yeah, Igbo land, yeah, that place. So the
Igbo landing.
Yeah. So the DNA text is very, very necessary. If 80% of them will believe on that, because of we are still trying to be a developed country. So most of them don't even know what is DNA text. Do you understand? But it's very, very necessary to do. It's very, very necessary to do, but it costs a lot of money. I think I watched some, I don't know whether Jewish people came to Igbo land one time and run a DNA text. So it's something that this thing now you are doing supposed to be done by the organized Igbo. Do you understand? It's something they have to contribute money. So okay, we are doing this, and then we have to run a DNA text. If you people are doubting your Igbo name, because you are bearing Igbo name, you still have the same 4 Eke market day. You know, the thing is very, very annoying to say you are, like I told you private, like, bro, you are trying. I can't even withstand this thing. Somebody are speaking the same Igbo with me. They are even some of them, they are your namesake. You know, are saying he's not an Igbo person. It's very, very frustrating. So if the DNA is that way, but our Igbo or our all those kings, Igbo kings should unite and go there and visit those places and say, brothers, come back home. We are one. That's DNA and Igbo elite or all those our traditional rulers should do this, and it will help. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Okay, well, we are coming to the closing part of this wonderful discussion titled "The Igbo Affairs," Zoom edition, part 1. And well, I will want to do. I am on the field. I am on the field, and I have been to and through a lot of towns. What I want to tell you exactly what we are doing. What we are doing is to mark the Igbo towns, and we have done wonderful marking these towns. We move through these communities. We meet. We don't. There is no age barrier to the people that we communicate with. You know, we meet their chiefs. We meet youths, because there are things. Sometimes the chiefs can be economical with the truth. They wouldn't want to be due to the ones that are actually believing in the political ideology of the minority, whatever. They wouldn't want to give you the full information that you want. And you meet a youth who really wants liberation, wants this unification even more than we do in the hinterland. And that youth will give you the information you need. So I want to talk about this, that our program, our interviews are not centered on a particular political holder, or it does not select status. We move through. What we need is, if the person has a cognitive, a strong cognitive sense, we speak with them and try to get information as we can. You know, what we do, we ask you, what do you do here? What do you do this kind of thing? Do you do this? And definitely you do them. So that is what we're doing. We have been through a lot of towns. I can tell you, because I'm on the field. We've met people who would want to speak on the camera. They speak to us, tell us, definitely, if time comes for this unification, they are willing to join their brothers under one umbrella and bear the Igbo name. Nigeria has made it like Igbo is a stigma. You bear it as it's like a curse. But to us, it's not a curse, it's a blessing. And we are Igbo people, we are proud of it. I am an Mbieri man. The next person can be an Ohafia man, the Ebreba man, the Iberi man, like we have Chief Ukebu. We are all Igbos. The same thing, the Ukwani man, the Asaba man, the Ikwere, the Eche, the Omo, the Oba. You understand? All these people are Igbo people. So I have the experience now, the rich experience, to tell you that all the towns that we've been through are all Igbo towns. If there is any population, any population census that should be conducted in Nigeria now, these people should be counted as Igbo people. And we definitely, the numbers will swear. So Nnamen TV is still the platform to hook up, to anchor on and get these exclusive interviews firsthand. So I am asking you, honorable gentlemen, to help us spread also, because the target is to have at least 1 million Igbo people, 1 million Igbo people who are subscribed to this page, who watches this thing, because we are moving from stage 1 to stage 2. The DNA we just discussed will definitely come, but since you have suggested, since you have advised that we keep doing the one that we're doing, going through these towns and everything. We've been to River State, we've been to Delta State, we've been to Edo State. We've discovered the market, though the video will be published exclusively on Namen TV platform. We'll be moving to Kogi, from Kogi to Benue, from Benue to Akwa Ibom, from Akwa Ibom to Cross River, from Cross River down to Bayelsa. We are going to discover all these Igbo towns. We are going to speak with the people. We are going to ask them. We are going to check, compare the similarities. This I promise you. And by the grace of God, anyhow it touches you to say, okay, this is this is how you want to support this. Like Chief Ukebu is doing wonderfully well, You know, I still ask, I mean, for support from any person. It does not discriminate. Let's do this. Let's mark these towns. Let's bring this to the knowledge of the common man, because a lot of people, I can tell you, a lot of people from the hinterland does not even know the Ibanke until we start hearing that on the radio, saying there are Igbo people called the Ibanke people, just like you have the Ikore people, just like you have the Chase, just like you have the Obas, the Ebemas, the Oweri, the Mbise, the Ohafia, the Iberi. We have people called the Ibanke. They know that the Ibanke, they say that they have 4 market days, they bear Igbo names. And well, exclude that video, you have to wait for it. I don't have to tell you. I say, that is, you know. So, well, I thank you, Chief, my honorable Chief. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you for all you are doing for this project. I thank you, Mr. Neke. I thank you, Mazi Iwuji. I thank you all. Keep supporting this program. That is all I can say from here. So you can give us your vote of thanks. Yeah.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for being in the program, and for the viewers. The project that Namen TV is currently conducting is not easy. It is also capital intensive. So I'm even wondering how he's been able to carry on moving traffic. You know what it takes to move from one town to the other, not to talk of moving statewide, going places. You know, it's capital intensive, but it is worthwhile. So
thank you.
He didn't ask me to say this, but I know anyhow you can support the program, please feel free to do so, because it's a noble cause. Ohaneze is actually supposed to be the one sponsoring and promoting this type of thing, but they're not doing it. And my brother over there said that they're not doing a good job. That's actually true. And that's actually one of the reasons why somebody like Nnamdi Kanu is mad about the organization, you know, Ohaneze. So just support the program. That's all I can say now. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, my chief. All right, Mazi Uji, anybody can, I mean, just
okay. For me, you know, the first time I watch a program, you know, I called you, I have your number, we communicate, you know, and you know, I promised you, I never forget, you know, but you know, I'm busy all this time. We hear from you very soon.
All right.
My message to our brothers who are in so-called South, that Igbo are one. Even though you are speaking different dialect, doesn't mean that you're not Igbo. We are one people. There was a time, I think that was last 2 years, one chief in Bayelsa was attacked. You know, the chief was attacked. And when we watch the video, other people attack the chief, they're all speaking Igbo. They're all speaking Igbo in Bayelsa State. Me, I was even surprised. So that's also Igbo in Bayelsa State. Me, I was surprised. So my message to them and everybody, as Chief Ukebu just said before, this year, you know, work of going around is not easy. It needs money. It needs a lot of money, you know. And so anybody who have anything to contribute, let you contribute, you know, because this year is very, believe me, it's very, very important. It's more than important. I'm telling you, very important. When I see this video, it moved. I never said things like this before. It really moved me. It's very important. So let everybody, anything you can get to contribute is very, very necessary. Thank you
so much. Thank you so much. All right, Mazineke.
Support Namen, subscribe to Namen TV, both YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and one for the unification of Igbo. Do you understand? So, brother, I just want to thank you, first of all, because I appreciate what you are doing. First time I saw this, I was, man, I love this. And I picked interest, I followed you, tried to watch it. The first time I couldn't watch it. Do you understand? Because it's very, very annoying seeing somebody like me say, oh, I'm not an Igbo man. Without shame. You understand? Without shame. Say, I'm not an Igbo. What is your name? Chukwuemeka. Your father's name? Igbo. We are your village. What is the name of your village? Amocha. Everything, you are not an Igbo person. And like Mr. Ukebu and the other brother said, I think like that, how are you coping with the financial aspect of this? You must sleep in the hotel, and you're with your crew, your cameraman, and all those people. You have to feed them as well. You have to pay them because it's not free. You have to pay them. So all I want to say to our viewers, please subscribe, and anyhow you can support this movement, you know, for the unification of Ndi Igbo in Nigeria. So please do your best, and so that we can move forward. Thank you very much. And again, subscribe to Name. Yo, man.
All right, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. I really appreciate. I mean, my heart is filled with joy. I say, onye nna ya dị roshi. I can't say any. Onye nna ya dị roshi na-eju kwa. So with your, I mean, with the kind of encouragement we need, remember, honestly, problem na ojadim. At all. Thank you. Thank you. Chief Ukebu, honestly, you have my respect and most warm welcome in this thing. And I believe that I can name around this program. I will go this Sunday in order to be strengthening. We can be having more people, because definitely I will advertise it. If you want to join as in indicate, so that we can have you feature you on the program. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
And God bless. God bless.
Bye-bye.
All right.